Okay, so last time y'all were headed towards the Lord's Palace to grab some blueprints.
Probably headed that way right now.
I believe we were following Wyatt.
Yep. So I am marching towards the Lord's Palace.
Okay. Yeah. So you know where that is. It's a pretty central location in Waterdeep. It's basically like this big kind of castle where all of the city officials and stuff will do business. It has this big, huge, fancy courtyard with lots of plants and a couple fountains.
I guess they have like a carriage house or something that we would have to like pass a checkpoint for, or would we just march in the front doors?
Yeah, I mean the front doors are these two huge wooden double doors, and they're open.
Wait, you know what? Maybe we should have kind of a plan set up beforehand. I'm gonna pull everyone to the side. We're gonna have a huddle, okay? Good.
So my plan is to go buy them because the builder guy said that we could buy them very cheap. Is that a good plan?
So we could probably just walk in the front doors, and they probably know who the like city architect is, and we could probably just buy them.
Yeah,
whoever runs that department.
I would just ask the most important looking person where we would buy just city plans if we needed them. I believe the story we're going with is that the toilet system needs fixing, the sewage system needs fixing, and we were a special unit sent to work on that.
Do we want to like pool some gold? Does anybody have gold with them? I guess let's see how much it is, and then we'll kind of contribute whatever makes the most sense.
You know, I can go rob somebody real quick.
No. That won't be necessary. All right, kids. Let's find those plans, and I guess I'll head in through the front doors now.
Okay. So as you enter the doors of the Lord's Palace, a few guards stop you, and they're like, "Whoa, where are you heading?"
Well, I'm here with my team. We're actually plumbers who are trying to fix up.
He says, "Hold on. I don't need your whole story. I just mean, you must not come to the Lord's Palace that often. You just, got to get in line and strip your weapons.
Well, what are you gonna do with my weapon?
Keep them here till you leave.
Right.
We've had some issues of assassinations in the past, so we just try to limit that."
Ooh.
That makes sense. I don't know, does it make sense for us all to go in here, or do some of you guys want to wait outside?
I kind of want to wait outside.
That's what I was thinking. I think maybe me and someone else might be best to go in, and then the rest of you wait outside. I just don't like the idea of us all being defenseless,
I don't like the idea of giving this guy my sword, so...
I go wherever.
Alright, so how about you and me, Shizenno? We'll head in, and we'll get those plans real quick.
Sure.
Everyone else, go wait outside.
Okay.
And I'll stand out here and keep watch.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hand over my weapons, but I will be very, very, very not happy about it.
And what about you, Shiz?
Yeah, I'll pass it over.
Okay.
And not afraid I care.
Hey, there's another cute dog over there.
So one of the guards is kind of like looking through like your armor and stuff, like trying to like fit their hand like in to make sure that there's no like hidden things in there. You, Wyatt, they seem to just kind of give you like a light pat down. So now you're kind of on this other side of this little barrier that they kind of set up in the foyer.
Can you point me in the direction of city planning?
Oh yeah, and he points to one side and says, "Up those stairs, down a long hallway, and there should be a sign over there somewhere."
I follow those directions and I head up the stairs.
So you follow those directions and it leads you to this, it looks like a desk kind of behind this wall. And has like this open barred gate kind of like in front of it with like a little window, and this old gnome is sitting behind.
Where can I find some sewer plans for this city? We're plumbers and looking to fix a problem one of our clients has.
She says, what street are you looking for?
You know that street that the jeweler is on in the bad part of town? That's our client.
I need the name, please.
Hey, Shizenno, do you remember the name? I think it was called Cage Street.
All right. Will you be needing an above map as well to see where the entrance is?
That would be needed. Yeah. Yes, we'll need that.
All right. That's gonna be 5 gold each. And then if you bring back the map within 2 weeks, you get a 3 gold deposit back.
10 gold total?
Yep.
But we could potentially get 6 gold back.
That's correct.
All right. I guess that's how it's gonna have to be. So I hand over 10 gold.
And you see them like step down like a few levels, and then they kind of shuffle through some papers in the back, and then they bring you 2 rolled up pieces of paper, and they say, "Can I have a name, please, so I know who to give the gold back to?"
Wyatt Graves.
All right. And then she scribbled down your name, filed that piece of paper away, and then handed you over these 2 scrolls. So now, if you are opening them...
Oh, looks great. Oh, looks good. Thank you for all your help. We'll be back very soon so that I can get my deposit back. Thanks for helping. What's your name again?
Meldo.
Meldo?
Meldo.
Meldo. All right. Good to know. We'll see you soon, Mildo. And then I'm gonna head down the stairs and out the front door. Oh wait, well I'm gonna pick up my weapons first.
Right.
All right. Is everyone still outside when we head down?
I'm balancing my sword on my nose by the hilt.
You want to get sheep?
So I head out the front door. I see Arrow balancing a sword on her nose. Hello, team. This just cost me a pretty penny. So we're gonna have to come back here and return these documents because I can get my deposit back. But these were 10 gold. Can you believe that? Cheap? Excuse me? These city folk do not know the cost of gold. I swear to God.
My dad's pretty wealthy. I'm not sure how it really works through the Harpers, if they would be able to ever give us money. If I really get on his good side, my dad might be able to send us some money one day.
Oh, that'd be good. But the Harpers do pay us. They this is a job technically.
Well, I don't know if they would reimburse you for this, or if this comes out of our pocket.
Like a business expense. Yes.
If you save the receipts, if they'll pay you back.
Good idea. That is probably why I do not have a very large savings in my coin pouch over here. So you're gonna be my financial advisor from now on.
Okay. Did you get a receipt for this transaction? Oh.
Do you think it makes sense to go back and ask for one?
I mean, if you're getting a reimbursement, you could possibly ask at that point, just from now on, just as like a proof of purchase thing. Then we could also double check with the Harpers because they might not reimburse us, so there might not even be a point.
True. I say we just take a look at these, and then when we come back to return them, and I get my money back, then we can figure things out. But from now on, I'll keep that right up here. Ask for a receipt. Good idea. Can we like walk out of the palace and like go to like a bench or something so that we can kind of look at the papers and stuff?
Yeah, there's actually some benches in the courtyard.
I'm gonna walk over to a bench and I'm gonna roll out the plans and I'm gonna say, all right, this is what we got. It looks like there is an entrance near the jewelry shop, which is really interesting. Near the guard headquarters. So I guess we'll enter there, and then I guess we head to Cage Street. Am I right? Does anybody need anything before we head into the sewers?
No, I'm okay.
All right.
I want to look to Wyatt and say, "Hey, Mouse.
Yes.
You should overlap these 2 maps.
You know what?
They go together."
That makes sense. That makes total sense. Wait a second. That means... Okay, so would we assume that everything kind of leads to under the guard headquarters?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so it seems like we're gonna have to, like, sneak under the guard quarters in order to get to where the, What are they doing with all that poop? What are they doing?
It's a big building, so they need a lot of plumbing. That's probably why. Probably why they have all that poop there.
When you get further into the city, things are actually like connected to like flowing water and stuff. But because this is such like a popular spot that so many people moved in quick succession, they didn't have time to sort of keep up with the plumbing as things were built. So the further out you get from the center, the less amenities people have. So those are kind of where the slums are, like kind of like in a ring on the outside, essentially.
Okay. I guess we should go to that entrance and try and find our gem, right?
Sure.
I can tell you're all very excited to go slumming in the poo.
I wore my good clothes because I thought we were gonna have an adventure in the city.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I wore my only clothes.
We're gonna have to have some good scrubbing after this one for sure. So I guess we'll head towards Cage Street and head towards where the entrance looks like it is.
Yeah, so you kind of backtrack a little bit. You make your way past the jeweler's shop, and then kind of the street kind of connects around like a curve in front of the guards' quarters, the flower shop, and the bakery, and then it goes down to some residences. And then between these two larger multifamily homes, you can see kind of in the back behind some like rocks and some brush, it looks like there is almost like a bulkhead kind of.
I am going to approach the bulkhead and try and pull it open.
So it's rusty and it kind of creaks, but it manages to open. And then down into there, you get a pretty good view. There's some stone steps that kind of go down at least a couple flights, and then you start to see the light kind of like fades out a little bit. And then right before the edge of the light, you can see it turns to wooden steps. It looks like maybe some of the stone steps kind of fell out or would be supported there.
I have some torches. I'm going to pass out a torch to each person.
I have a quarter staff that has a big old grapefruit-sized orb faceted to the top and like a little metal holder. The orb itself is my arcane focus, but I just don't want to carry around a whole fucking orb, so I got it attached to my staff. But I cast a light on it.
I can see in the dark. I'm all good.
I can also see in the dark.
I mean, you guys will still be able to see farther than I can.
Right. Once I learn all of this, I say, I see some of you are very crafty. Does anybody need a torch?
I also have some torches. So.
Din, do you need a torch?
Dark vision.
All right, so I'm
He's a cat
gonna
person.
put all of my what?
I said, don't give me that look. He's a cat person.
True.
It's not a makeup choice.
I just took out all of my torches, so I'm just gonna quickly try and pack them up and stuff them back into my bag. I guess I'll head down.
There was stone stairs down a couple flights, and then they turned to wood stairs. It looked like some of the supports and stuff may have fallen out, so that they were replaced with wood. So you descend about 4 flights of stairs, and you come to a little gap, and then there's an iron wrought gate, and it looks like it has a lock on it.
Does anybody know how to pick a lock?
Me?
All right, you want to give it a try?
Sure.
All right, go
Yeah.
for it.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Can I give the help action by getting some light closer to the lock
Sure.
so that there's a better angle on it?
Yeah, so make that an advantage.
17.
So it looks like this lock hasn't really been maintained, and you easily kind of get the pins to kind of just stick pretty easily, and the gate swings out away from you and open.
All right, I head in. I'm careful not to step on any food.
Well,
I'm keeping an eye out.
So you step in, and you immediately hear the sound of the rushing sewer waters, as well as the rushing of sewer smell. And it looks like you're facing this sort of trough of water that's moving past you, and it's moving from your left to your right.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow the water.
I'm gonna say, hey, Din, you want to play with some more poop? There's a lot of poop over there.
I'm not sure that person is into
Contested strength, please. I mean, unless you're gonna let him push you.
Fuck no, at 20.
Yeah, so you Din tries to throw you in there, and he gets you on 1 foot, but you're able to keep your balance and kind of not be pushed in.
I'm gonna say, stop roughhousing over there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep following the flow of the water.
Wyatt, make me a dexterity saving throw.
5,
What's your AC?
12.
So you see this thing kind of drop down from the ceiling almost as you're about to step underneath of it, and it looks almost like a giant kind of like reddish flesh colored slimy slug thing, and it kind of flops down onto the ground, and you see it has these 4 large kind of talon beak things on its mouth, and it has 1 giant eye. So everybody roll for initiative.
9.
22.
I have a 9.
Didn't get a 21.
I also have a 9.
You 3 want to roll again.
That's a 3.
4.
All right, so Arrow, you get to go first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, because if we're standing like in a single file line, I'll just step to the side and shoot an arrow at it. 19.
That hits.
4 on the D6.
Yeah, so your arrow kind of squishes right into its flesh. It like squeals a little bit. Dim.
So I got a 12. I don't know if that hits.
That does not hit. So you go to pierce at this thing with your rapier, and it kind of like jiggles out of the way.
So can I use my claw?
Yep.
I get a 9 for the claw, so I didn't hit.
So after like it jiggling out of the way for you to try and pierce it, it sees you coming with the claws and sort of like ducks. So Wyatt, your turn.
Wyatt pulls out 2 hand crossbows and starts a firing. Fire his first attack. He's gonna do 2 since he can do 2 weapon fighting. This is gonna be the one that I can roll with the proficiency, right? So it'd be a d20 plus dexterity. I rolled a 2, so that is in total a 5.
Yeah, that one misses.
Does not hit. So I'm gonna roll again, but I can't add anything, right?
You can't add the proficiency.
It's a 4, and then I add the dexterity, which is a 5, so I miss twice.
You're so ecstatic to use these that you're pulling them out and they like misfire as you're like pulling them out. Shiz, your turn.
Shiz.
I'm going to use Might. So I can direct one of my, or as an action, I can direct one of my companions to strike. I can choose a friendly creature they can see or hear me and expend 1 command die. They can immediately use their reaction to make 1 weapon attack with advantage and add my command die to the damage roll.
Okay.
I'm going to use that on Wyatt and say, it was just a fluke. Try again.
Okay. So that means I can do my turn all over again?
Just a regular attack.
1 weapon attack.
Right.
Okay.
It's a reaction.
So I guess I'm going to take one of my crossbows and I will roll for that. So it's a 12.
You missed again.
I'm going to go darn.
Well,
Thanks for the help, though.
This time, it hears Shizenno call out to you, so it kind of like manages to move out of the way. It knows what's happening. At least this time, it was the enemy moving out of the way. It wasn't you misfiring.
Thanks.
Abby,
I'm going to use Ray of Sickness. That is a natural 20.
that hits.
That is 20 poison damage. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned.
It's not going to be poisoned, and I'll tell you why. After you tell me how you want to kill it.
A ray of sickening greenish energy that lashes out from me. Point my staff at it and say, "Oh God, I thought poop was going to be the worst thing down here. Get out of here!"
It kind of just like throws up its like innards and then kind of slips into the flowing sewer water.
Yummy.
I'm gonna pat Abby on the back and I'm gonna say, "Good job."
Thanks.
I'm gonna go nice and beckon Abby for a high 5.
Yeah, well, high 5.
Sweet.
Can I make like a perception check or something to make sure that there's nothing else in the area?
Sure.
It's literally a 2, even though my perception is +5. It's a 7. It's a 7.
You don't see anything else other than the sewer water.
Say, all right, looks like it's safe to head forward. I'm gonna start heading forward.
I'll say I'm third. I'm in the middle with Foley.
Wyatt is in front. Abby is third.
I'll be second.
I don't think I stand in the very back.
Yeah, because the path is like 5 feet wide, so 5 to 6. I mean, you could walk through the water if you want to go side by side. Y'all step over a little stone bridge that goes and crosses over the water, and then it continues on down at an angle. Or are you just going to continue following the water?
Yep.
All right, so you make your way to this sort of cross section. The water continues forward, but there's no like walking path over there. The path kind of veers off to the left.
Well, from the looks of this map, there really is no raised path to where we need to go. Or am I reading this incorrectly?
I could just swim over there.
For the group?
I guess. I'm very good at swimming.
I mean, if you're volunteering.
I'm just saying I can swim the same speed I walk, so I can get over there pretty quick.
Right, but I don't want you to be alone. What if there's another one of those goopy things?
I'll swim back.
All right, so you basically want to be a lookout?
Oh, I'm just doing whatever you want me to do.
Do you have any spells that can make us like walk on water or float or anything? Does anybody have anything that can do that?
I'm not magical.
No, that's a little too tough for me at this point. So.
All right, I mean, I guess if you don't mind swimming and taking a look, I'd say head over there. But at the first sign of trouble, please turn around or yell for us to come help you. Thanks, Shizenno. You're doing your part. You're putting the team on your back. I'm really proud.
All right, so you're swimming over there in that direction, Shiz.
And assuming that the flow actually goes into the guard quarters, yeah, I'll follow it.
Oh, it does. I'll need you to make an athletics check.
Yeah, I swim at a speed of 30 feet and I can breathe underwater.
Okay, make that an advantage.
That's worse. Okay, 11.
It has a light pull to it, so when you're swimming over there, it kind of seems easy. But then you notice quickly in front of you is this sort of like whirlpool effect going on, where you might assume that the water kind of drains down. So you're able to control where you are in the water as of right now. So where do you, you're in this sort of little pit of water, and then above in like a circle essentially is this platform that's around you. On the sort of platform to the very opposite end of which you came in, you see something kind of glinty above.
I'll go check that out then. Okay, can I reach it from the water or no?
No, you probably have to get up.
I'll try to climb it up.
Yeah, so you managed to do that, no problem. And then you are face to face with a human. It looks like they're holding something, and they're looking straight ahead in front of you. And you notice that their skin is made of stone, and they look frightened.
I don't turn around.
Fortune, friend.
Wait, where's the cleansing thing?
It's in their hand.
Wait, but I want to cut his hand off so I can take it.
It's not like clasped around it. It's kind of like open a little bit.
I'll take it.
Okay. So you see this sort of like opaque brown stone in your hand. It does look like it's covered in some sort of like dirt and stuff.
Well, I'll take it. Something ever jump out at me?
The rest of the party, make me a perception check.
14.
I got a 16.
13.
Anyone who got over a 10, you see this 8-legged, spiky lizard walking around the corner there.
I'm gonna say, what the fuck is that?
Can I roll like a nature check or something to know what it is?
Sure.
Can we see Shiz from where we are?
No.
My nature check is a 12. I'm not quite sure what this is, and then I'm going to wave and I'm going to say, are you friendly?
Say, oh, great.
Wyatt, I'm going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
16.
As your gaze meets its, it sort of like stares at you with these like open, sort of glowing eyes. It rushes to attack you. What's your AC?
My AC is 12.
Okay, so you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage and 7 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Holy ass.
Yeah, as this thing kind of just like, it runs at you and like bites your ankle.
Well, that's not good. I'm looking not great at this point.
So Arrow, it's your turn.
I'm gonna throw my sword at it, and that would be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. 6 plus 4. Oh yeah, I forgot to add the sneak attack to that. Just a 1. Just another 1.
Okay. Oh, Arrow, make me a Constitution save also.
Well,
You feel your skin, it feels like super dry, and you feel your joints feel like really stiff too. All right, so Din, it is your turn, and keep in mind that this thing is it's in the center of this where those two paths kind of meet, and it's a tight space there.
Right here. So I rolled a 23.
That hits.
3, and now I'm going to do my claw attack. It's 12 hit.
12 does not hit. So you go to pierce at this thing, and you manage to wedge. It's with the rapier, right? You manage to wedge your rapier like between a couple of its like hard scales, and kind of like it like arches a little bit, trying to like get the rapier out of it. And then when you go to swipe, because it's moving from being pierced by the rapier, you manage to miss. Wyatt, what'd you say your AC was?
12.
So this thing goes to bite at you again, but it misses actually.
Thank God.
Wyatt's turn.
I'm gonna use my two-hand crossbows again, and I'm gonna try and hit it. So I want to use my action surge. That allows me to take an action and a bonus action. Basically, what I want to do is I want to do the two-hand crossbows. I want to switch to my sword, hit it with my sword, and then switch to my shield. Can I do that?
If you don't take any movement, then yes.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do, just so you know. So I'm first gonna roll for my hand crossbows.
Okay.
Why? It's a 2, and then let me add. It's not gonna hit, so I'm not even gonna add the modifiers on. I'm gonna roll for my second hand crossbow. Okay, that's a little bit better. 17.
17 hits, so that you shoot them both at the same time. One of them sort of like glances off of its like hard scales, and the other one managed to kind of actually get wedged in the same spot where Din poked it.
Perfect. So I'm gonna roll a d6 for that damage of 4 points of damage. So then I'm gonna, like I said, switch to my great sword. If this is a bad roll, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. It's a 4.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna use my last portent for the day and make the dice roll an 11.
Okay, so that is a 14.
Ooh, doesn't hit.
Damn it.
So you're swinging at this thing and it kind of like scrapes across at like a slight angle. Its scales, and you see some sparks actually come off of your greatsword.
All right, and then I'm gonna switch to my shield, which adds 2 more to my AC. And I'm also gonna grab some grapes. I'll be right back.
That's you've actually used up all of your actions, so you cannot grab any grapes.
No movement.
Thanks, guys.
Wait till I'm trying to grab grapes.
Yeah. You can use an action surge on that. So it is Shizenno's turn.
What's happening where I am?
Nothing. You grabbed the gem.
Can I examine it to see if it looks like what we're looking for?
You can see pretty cleanly. It's just like it's like a gem that has some sort of like it's not completely polished or anything. Like it's something that somebody like took out of the ground, maybe chipped away at it, but then it's got a whole bunch of like dirt kind of covering it, dirt and poop and sewer water, kind of coating it.
So probably not what we're looking for.
You don't know.
Screw it. I'll take it. I'll throw it in my bag. I guess I'll just swim back and let everyone know.
As you swim back, you hear like metal clashing on what you think was stone and the thwip of some hand crossbows. You make your way around the corner and like you pop your head up from the water and you see everybody is kind of like fighting this something. From your angle, you can't really tell exactly what it is, but you see people are like hitting something.
It just occurred to me I could have just sent my chicken to do this. I don't want to have to get into the water. But anyway. I'll go as hard as I can with one turn of movement and try to climb back up.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. I guess you'd be able to stand up onto the ledge, but that's about it. Abby, it's your turn.
Whatever this creature is has an intelligence more than 4. I'm gonna need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
It does not.
No! Well, burning the spell slot because I wouldn't know. Try to cast Hideous Laughter on it, but it is too dumb to perceive things as funny.
What is the descriptor for that?
A creature of your choice that you can see within range.
Okay, make me a Constitution save.
16.
Okay, you're good. Arrow's turn.
So where did my blade land? Is it stuck out of the creature, or is it on the floor near it?
It was slashing, not piercing damage, by the way.
Okay, so we'll say it hit it and glanced off of it, and it's on the floor behind it.
Okay. I'm gonna use Valari to recall my weapon.
Okay, Wyatt is also in front.
Oh, true. Can I step to the side before using it then, so that I know why it's not going to be in my path?
Sure.
Because I wouldn't purposefully hurt Wyatt.
Yeah, let's say you have your back up against that stone curved wall there.
Okay. And I rolled a 1 on the d6, which is the weapon flies directly to your hand. So do I roll to hit for a ranged attack, or does it just hit automatically?
It's a roll to hit. It'll still go to your hand.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Nice, sweet. 2 plus 4, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Nice. This thing sort of squeals out in pain as you see some blood dripping from its tail as you kind of like basically you slashed its butthole as it was coming back to you.
It means I'm feeling a little bit crusty over here from looking at this thing.
I'll need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
18.
Okay, your skin seems to go back to normal, and you feel like you can move normally again.
Shizenno's near us now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage back to Shizenno and ask them if they're okay.
Stone. So we're gonna jump. I'll show it to her.
closed.
Oh, cool. Do you think that's what we're looking for? We found a creature.
Found a statue.
What kind of statue was it?
Oh, scared man.
Oh, so that means we have to keep our eyes closed.
Hey, guys. Zeno says they saw a scared statue.
Did we hear them?
Yeah, we're all standing right near each other, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, there's rushing water.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're close enough, and you're kind of directing your voice for everybody to hear. So.
Okay, I'm gonna say we definitely had a fortune cookie about that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if we see scared
Yeah.
souls, we should keep our eyes closed.
Yeah, I'm gonna say everyone close your ears. Close your eyes and open your ears.
I also just
Very
want to
important.
mention that when I made eye contact with the thing, I did feel a bit crusty for a second. And
Oh
stiff.
no! Oh no! We'll get you some moisturizer very soon. I promise.
That would be nice.
Okay, so then it's Din's turn after.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack with El Rapier.
Okay. Are you closing your eyes?
So I just assume that I ignore everything that Wyatt says.
Okay. Make me a Constitution save.
11.
You feel your skin get a little crusty and your joints stiffen.
60.
That hits.
80.
That also hits.
5.
Okay.
And then with the claws.
All right. Yes. You because you found this sort of like a weak spot on it, you managed to like stab it in that again. So Din, I'm gonna need you to take 10 piercing damage and 7 poison damage.
They're gonna be dead.
What's your HP? And
17.
you're knocked out. You're not dead. So this thing sort of like chomps at Din's leg and kind of faints. You know, with a lot of blood loss there, and the floor around actually gets kind of slippery because of all the blood. But you see Din go down, and then it's Wyatt's turn. Well, actually, did you close your eyes?
I would have, yes.
Okay. See.
Well, can I close my eyes if it's not my turn? If I said close your eyes?
Sure. That will say you waited.
Wait.
So can I just avoid eye contact and aim?
Sure.
But have my eyes open, just avoid eye contact? Okay, so I'm going to avoid eye contact, and I'm gonna try and... Oh, I have to switch back to my... Oh, wait, no, I'm using my, I'm gonna put away my shield for my bonus action, I guess, and then I'm gonna use my 2-hand crossbows. Not gonna hit because it's another 11. 14 hit?
Does not.
Okay.
Shizenno.
I don't want to, but I close my eyes.
Okay.
That's why I have to. And I'm going to pull out my Nagamaki, like a 4-foot-long sword, and like 2/3 of it is built, so I can attack from 10 feet away, basically. So I'm going to try to slash at it with that. Wait, do I want to do that? I have to try to pick up Din, rather. Never mind, I'm going to try to pick up Din.
Good. Medicine check.
Nat 20.
You managed to like pick him up and hoist him up on your shoulder, and he kind of like wakes up. Yeah, so Din is up. You're at 1 HP. Abby's turn.
For my last spell slot to do another Ray of Sickness. 17 to hit.
That hits.
9 poison damage. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned.
That is a nat 1.
Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Cool. Arrow's turn.
Does the creature look like bloodied or anything?
Yeah, it looked bloodied when you cut its butthole.
Okay, I'm gonna use a demonic charge to make my sword into a katana. So I'm gonna grunt in pain, and a little drop of blood's gonna dribble down my nose. And my sword, the hilt of the sword embers and smolders as the blade grows to the size of a katana, and all of the like markings, the like demonic markings on the sword become visible to anybody who doesn't have like true sight. So anybody can see it now. It doesn't look like a regular sword anymore.
Yeah, so you see there's like 3 eyes, one of which is open and sort of twitching and looking around. The other 2 look like they're just like symbols that are drawn in like a wet blood.
And that's a bonus action, so I'm gonna charge it and try to slash at it with the sword creature. I'm opening my eyes, by the way, to do this.
Make me a Constitution save.
21.
All right, you're good.
16 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, thank God. Do I get sneak attack on this attack or not?
Yeah.
So that is a total of 15 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
I want to slice it from like the groin up to the head in half.
Okay, so yeah, so you stick it into the wound that you made earlier around the butthole, and then you just kind of like, and then you like split it in like half.
Cool.
Delicious.
And then you see like as you like burst it open, it greenish, yellowish kind of oil kind of like seeps out of it onto the ground.
And then I guess I'll double over in pain because I literally just took half of my life away doing that.
Good job, Arrow. You did great.
Thanks, boss.
You'll see that Arrow seems like they're bloodied. Din takes a second level of exhaustion.
Shizenno, you said you saw someone over in the chamber over there?
Yeah, I saw a statue.
Were you able to get a real good look at it?
No, I didn't really care. I was there to get the gem, and I got the gem, and so I left.
Our team is obviously battered. I'm battered, but I want to go take a look at that statue. Y'all should stay over here. I'm gonna go take a look at that statue. It seems like we probably have taken care of the biggest threat at this point. I'll be back. So I'm gonna go into the chamber and try and see the statue.
All right, make me athletics check.
A dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, so you're swimming in there fine. You come into this large circular area. It's got like kind of like a whirlpool effect to it. It's kind of pulling you, but you manage to swim the opposite direction to kind of be able to control where you're going. And along the edges, there's a flat platform.
Do I see the statue?
Yeah, I mean, based off of Shizenno's description, you kind of look in the right direction. You see it there.
I'm just gonna hop up onto the platform and walk over to the statue. I'm gonna like look at the clothes and look at the hairstyle and the face and everything, and I'm gonna try and do some sort of check to figure out if I know anything about this person. Would that be perception? You
don't have to roll. Working at the Harper site for a long time, you recognize this as a statue of Aldrin Mesmer.
Our boy!
Oh no, okay. Fuck. I'm gonna attempt to pick it up.
Make me a strength check.
7.
Doesn't budge.
If I yell, can I assume that they'll hear me?
You could assume if they're actively listening, maybe.
I'm gonna say, hey team, can you hear me?
Everybody make me a perception check, except for Wyatt.
That one.
11.
Ooh, natural 20.
Okay, so Abby, you hear Wyatt.
Yeah, we're here.
Can we assume that since I'm actively listening for it, I hear the reply?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna say, is anybody well enough and strong enough to help me carry this statue? I think I found our missing Harper over here.
That's both good to hear and also sad news. At this point, is there like a ladder up? If we're under the guard tower, could we ask them for help at this point?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around and see if I can find like a ladder or some stairs up into the guard tower.
You don't see anything. You just see these sort of like latrine channels coming down into this central area.
I say, I don't see anything over here. It doesn't seem like there's a way up.
Is he entirely stone, or is it just like his body? Like, is his clothes and stuff stone?
I don't know. Would I be able to tell, Chase?
I guess it's just his body.
Do the Harpers have any sort of like pin or sigil or anything that we would all have?
Yeah.
Like signify us that we could bring back and be like, hey, we found him, but he's a statue, like dog tags.
It doesn't look like he's displaying his silver harp pin, but you can see that like just a little bit above his collar, you can see the purple scarf.
Okay, I'm gonna say I'll grab his scarf and we can take it back to prove that he's down there, and maybe we can get a team to go pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like he's going anywhere.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna grab the scarf gently from his neck, and I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Probably try and keep it as far away from the poo that I'll swim through to get back as possible. So deep pocket.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll swim back to where everyone is.
Yeah, so you're back where everybody is.
Shizenno, do you have the gem?
Yeah. I'll hand it over.
I mean, you can hang on to it if you want. I trust you, but.
Should we confirm that this is the right gem that we're looking for?
Sure. Yeah. So I'll say, yeah. Let me take a look at it. So I grab it, and then, based on the description that was in the note that I got, can I tell if this is the gem?
You just know that it's like a large gem. I mean, this is pretty large. It's about palm-sized, so it was a vague description, so you can't 100% confirm, but you get the feeling that this is it.
Yeah, I think this is it, so I guess let's head back, bring this back to the Harpers, and let them know that we found Aldrin.
So there's just that between that you're forgetting.
Oh, right, yes. Okay, you're right. Oh, good thinking.
We might want to stop at an inn or somewhere probably for you to wash off before.
You guys also had traveled through the night to get to Waterdeep, so you're pretty worn down. And if you were to go another day without stopping, you'd take another level of exhaustion.
Yeah, it will be halfway.
I'm going to mention that I don't feel awesome right now.
Let's head back up, get a room for the night, and then in the morning we can return the plans and then head back to the headquarters of the Harpers. How does that sound for everyone?
Works for me.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So I guess we'll follow our path back up to Cage Street, and then probably head to an inn, I guess, in the city. I'm poor right now, so I'll probably most likely try and find the cheapest residence.
There's no running water in this part of town.
Ah.
You should go somewhere where you can bathe.
Good point. I'll probably find the cheapest residence that has running water.
Okay. So as you're making your way out of the sewer, you're going back up, you'll step out of the bulkhead. Somebody is walking by the alleyway as you're coming out, and then they sort of double back around and they say, Abelhira, is that you? And you recognize Arameus is asking you this, Abby. Everybody make me a perception check.
I assume I don't need to.
You actually, because they called out to you, you actually can do that at advantage.
22.
Nat 1.
12. Glad I saved my nat 1 for after that fight.
Did you say 5?
Yeah.
What did Din roll?
He said he'll be back, but 19.
So Arrow, Abby, and Din, you notice this person put something in their pocket.
You guys see Abby look absolutely mortified. She says, Father, what are you doing in this part of town? What are you doing in this town?
Says, I had some business I was tying up. What are you doing scurrying around in the waterways?
Our group was on a mission from the Harpers, and we had to go investigate.
Says, those rapscallions. Okay. Well, says, be sure to write your mother. She worries sometimes. It can be a bore. So
I will definitely do that.
He says, well, I'll see you at home sometime. And he kind of tries to rush away. I don't know if you're trying to.
No, I wouldn't stop him.
Okay.
Hey, so what was up with that shifty pocket maneuver? Anybody catch that?
Say I didn't. What did it look like he pocketed?
I don't know, I couldn't tell. It just looked like he was trying to sneakily put something away.
Abby, you know that it's a handkerchief. I guess Din would know this as well.
Just looks like he had his handkerchief out. Usually not that he typically goes to the worst parts of town, but he's not very subtle with his wealth sometimes, so he'll 9 times out of 10 just cover up his nose in disgust and not look at homeless people and hurry through the slums and that sort of thing. I assume he was just doing that again.
I'm gonna say sounds pleasant.
I see. Yeah, sounds like a nice guy.
He's Yep.
What was his name again? Just so I can have it in my notes.
You didn't get it.
I know his name.
I'm gonna say, and what's your father's name, if you don't mind me asking?
The great Arameus Seacaster.
Can I do a history check to see if I know that person?
Sure.
Would he know me? I do have a legendary lineage.
No.
If you're non-elven, probably not.
Apparently, according to the backstory thing, I'm supposed to be known by at least be easier for me to get an audience with rich people and nobles and stuff.
Position of privilege.
Yeah.
I got a 14 on that history check.
So you don't know the person. The last name is part of the old Seacaster Trading Company.
What do they do?
Think to an extent like the East India Trading Company.
Right.
They
slaves too.
No, not to that extent, but they're the hoity-toity, we're so fancy, we sail the oceans and do all this big business and all that. He's a very fanciful man.
Okay. Alright, cool. Good to know. Let's get everyone cleaned up, am I right? I'm gonna head toward the cheapest inn that has running water.
Yeah, so you make your way about halfway between the center of the city and where you are right now, and you find an inn there.
I guess I'm gonna walk in.
Yeah, so they tell you that the cost for rooms is 2 gold.
Does everyone have 2 gold on them?
I have 2 gold.
I mean, I can cover the cost since you got the maps.
Alright. Thank you.
So yeah, I'll get us 5 rooms.
Start sipping on my lucky whiskey.
We'll head into the rooms, right? Probably getting a good night's sleep, unless something happens between cleaning up and going to sleep.
Who has the stone?
It's fine.
All right.
So
Wait for nightmares.
so Shizenno has it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So your backpack, you realize now that you're not like in the sewer or anything, your backpack kind of has like a stench coming from it.
I'll open it up and check it out.
Yeah.
So you figure out what's going.
It's definitely coming from the stone or gem, because it's like it's not like a refined gem. It's like a chunk of opaque brown gem, and then there's like a cement kind of like around parts of it, so it's not like broken off and polished or anything.
I meant, like, what does it smell like, though?
Oh, it smells like sewer. Yeah, for sure.
The sewer?
Yeah, there's like bits of like gunk on there.
Well, I mean, I have to shower anyway, so, or bathe, or whatever you want to call it. So, I'll just take it with me.
Into the bath.
Yeah.
Are you actively like washing it off, or?
Yeah, probably, if I realize it's smelling.
Yeah. So as you clean this off, you see, it's definitely somebody etched it, and it looks almost too perfect to be like with a knife or something. It's like this. It's like a maze like pattern.
And as soon as I'm done, I would probably go shut Wyatt.
So is this like in the middle of the night or while we're...
This is before I would have gone to bed. I would have showered first.
Yeah.
Because I felt like sewage.
So you show me the gemstone, and it has a maze carved into it?
Yeah, but if anybody's like hasn't anything.
Can I do like an investigation check or a history check or something to figure out if I know anything about this maze that's carved into it?
Give me a wisdom check.
4.
Yeah, you don't think you've ever seen this in your life. I mean, you recognize it as like a maze, but that's pretty much it.
I guess I may as well do the same, right? Or when I have the ability to.
Yeah.
15.
When you were picking up Din off of the ground, you actually saw this as the same pattern that's on his necklace.
Well, point that out, and I'll say I actually think I saw this pattern on Din's necklace earlier. Maybe he would know something about it.
No, I don't know anything about this maze, but maybe Din does. Maybe he's seen something in his dreams. Who knows? Maybe we should go check with him. Yeah, I'll take Shizenno over to Din's room, and we'll knock on the door.
Okay, so Din, you hear a knock at your door.
Go away. I'm sleeping.
It did take a while to get here. 2 levels exhaustion means Din moves at half speed.
True. We'll ask you tomorrow then. Sorry to bother you. Do you want to hold on to this for the night? Are you comfortable doing that?
That's fine. Never
Okay.
mind.
So I'll head back to my room, and I'll say I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
You all managed to get a good night's sleep / trance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, since I only need to trance for 4 hours instead of the full 8, I'll spend some of that extra time writing a letter to my mom.
Cool. You all wake up. What do you do?
So I'm gonna head downstairs probably to have some breakfast and meet up with everyone.
Does Din lose one level of exhaustion or both? I
One
forget
per long rest,
Yeah. So one.
or greater restoration.
Right.
I will also go join Wyatt for some breakfast.
Yeah, I'll get there as soon as my armor's on. It will take more than 5 minutes.
I'm not
wanna
giving
be
you.
able to
I'm not giving you a time request this time. Don't worry.
I want to be like, hey Wyatt, did you see me slice up that monster? Pretty cool, right?
I'm gonna say, yeah, you're definitely turning out to be a very good warrior. I'm very proud of you. I'll put in a good word for you at the Harpers. They'll definitely know about your strength and your swordsmanship.
Thanks. I owe a lot to you for all that good training.
He's gonna say, well, that's why I was chosen as the leader of this group. I am quite a warrior myself, and I'm happy to be training such a talented group of people. I really like y'all.
And I'm gonna look at the waiter or bartender or whoever's around and be like, hey, can you get some meat over here?
What do you think this is? The center of town? You can get the meat yourself. And they point over to like a keg in the corner over there. It's like a tiny one. So, a limited amount for the continental breakfast.
So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna cut it with some of my whiskey. And I'll go sit back at the table and
I guess we'll wait until everybody else is down at the table.
Yeah, I come down.
Is everyone down there, or are we still waiting on Shizenno.
And so we'll say it's like 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Well, now it's 10 a.m. Now after Shizenno comes down, right?
I came down and my armor was on.
So it's like 10 a.m. I don't know if Din is still sleeping or.
Yes.
10 a.m. and Din is still sleeping.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna probably if it's 10 a.m. go upstairs and probably knock on Din's door. Din, you okay? We're probably gonna head out soon.
Okay, talk to you later.
I have to bring you with me. You're part of our group.
I'm good.
You have no. This is an order. You have to come with us.
No thanks. I desert.
Are you actually deserting our team, Mister?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm gonna say, how much longer are you gonna be?
So, Din, if you want to get rid of your last level of exhaustion, it'll be another 2 hours.
About 3 hours.
All right. Well, we're gonna return the plans, and then we'll come back for you. All right.
Okay.
All right. But you gotta be up by then. I'm coming in next time if you're not up when we come back. All right. All right. See you in 2 or 3 hours, and I'm gonna head back down to the table, and I'll tell people. I'll say, well, Din isn't going to be rested until 2 or 3 hours from now, so I figured we can leave him here and probably go return the plans and then come back for him. How does that sound?
Works for me.
Does anybody need to go to any of the shops or anything? We can also split up into 2 teams if needed. All
It
right.
might be kind of nice to check out like a weapon shop or something.
Okay. Does anybody else want to go check out the weapon shop?
No, more of a bookstore gal.
All right, you can check out the weapon shop. Anybody who isn't interested in the weapon shop, it can come with me to City Hall to drop off the plans. How does that sound?
Do you want to meet back here, the inn?
Yeah, meet back here in 2 to 3 hours. All right.
All right.
All right. See you then. So I'm gonna head to the palace.
Probably ask around the bar or the inn about where I could get the best bargains on weapons in the city.
They'll ask you like what you're looking for.
I would pull out my sword and say like something kind of like this.
I haven't really seen anything like that. Mostly around here, you get a lot of stuff that's sold to like to nobles and stuff. So it's just kind of regular weapons with some fancy etching or jewels put into them.
Is there anything that doesn't have fancy etching or jewels? Like any shops around that maybe have like better deals? I don't really need all that pizzazz.
Yeah, I mean, you could find regular stuff, but it's I don't really know anybody who's giving out discounts. Too many people here who will just pay, top of the line for whatever.
I would say, what's your favorite smithy shop?
I go to a place in Baldur's Gate that's down south, the Whiny Pig or something like that.
Okay, well, what's your favorite one here in the city? I'll write that down. But,
Oh, in the city, I wouldn't buy anything here. Everything's overpriced here.
okay, well, thanks, bud. I guess I'll just go wander around. I'm just gonna wander until I find one and just walk into the first place I see.
Yeah, so you see this weapon shop. They have all these like huge like displays of like crossed swords like all over the walls, and some mannequins with like big plate armor. And everything looks like very like shiny and dust free here.
I guess I'd walk up to the guy and be like, "Hey, do you guys have any kind of weapons that are like similar to this at all?" And I would show my sword up in style.
If you give me maybe like a couple weeks, I could have something made up for you that looks like that.
How expensive would that be?
Well, if you have to ask.
Well, if I have to ask, what?
I don't know if you could afford something like that. And it sort of crosses his arms and kind of gives you like a side eye, like, I don't know if you should be in my shop.
I'm gonna say, do you like games?
I've been known to win a card game or two.
Do you want to play a game with me? I have a fun little game that I could play with you. That maybe if I win, you give me a special discount, and if you win, I leave your store. Game is simple. I am going to put my blade down on this table here, and if you can pick it up, you win.
Can you hand that to me first so I can kind of see the weight of it?
If I could hand it to you, then you would know whether or not you could pick it up, right?
Well, yeah, I want to know if I have a chance at winning this. What if you're really strong?
Okay, all right, okay. That's fair. I'm going to use the demonic charge to choose what happens when I hand him the sword, and I'm going to let him hold it.
So he grabs a hold of it.
I'm like, all right, what do you think? You want to play?
Yeah, this thing's really light. I don't really see what you're getting at here, but he says that, you know what? And he calls from the back and has his assistant sort of keep watch. He's like, just in case this, in case she tries to, do something funny. I don't know.
I'll put it down on the counter.
Are,
Does the demonic charge still stand, or would I have to do it again to choose again?
you would have to do it again.
Okay, well, I can't do it again or I'll die, so I'm not going to do it again.
So 2.
The sword falls over and is movable, but 6 seconds later it weighs 8,000 pounds.
And so he picks it up and says, "Look at that. I didn't really understand. You're just looking for. Oh man, I probably should have." And then his hand, like, it just drops to the floor, and he's like, "Whoa!"
I'm going to say, oh, it looks like that's a little heavy for you there, buddy.
Yeah, you got some. You doing this that magic thing that people are talking about?
I don't know any magic. No tricks.
It seems like you do. You know what? No discounts for you. You can get out of my shop.
Wow, what an asshole. I don't know, I'm a pretty nice person. I guess I'd leave, and on the way out, I'd kick over a display.
He's gonna grumble to himself, but he's not gonna call over any guards or anything. Again, I knew it.
Bloodied myself for nothing. I guess I just go. I'd be like, yeah, whatever. The guy said that everything in this town's overpriced, so I'm gonna go back to the inn and probably drink.
Shizenno, who did you go with, or did you just stay at the inn? You went with Lionel. Yeah. So you both get to the Lord's Palace, and different guard than yesterday's there, but he says, you gotta strip your weapons here before you come in.
Give him my weapons, and I'm gonna say, make sure you watch over these very closely.
Oh yeah,
Right.
That's what I get paid for. Yep,
I'm gonna try and intimidate him.
go for it.
A 17.
All right, calm down, buddy. You know what? I just realized today we're supposed to give out some extra searches. So you know what? Hey, Anthony, come over here. We gotta random search this guy.
I'm gonna try and glare at Anthony and intimidate him too. An 8.
He's gonna be like, "What is up with this person?" And he's like, "Yeah, good thing you pulled this person to the side." So they start patting you down.
Hang on. I'm gonna get over there and try to intimidate them as well, and just say like you realize like who we are, right? Like we're the Harpers. You don't mess with the leader of the Harpers, at least my leader. But I have imposing authority, so if I'm within 10 feet of an ally, I get advantage on all persuasion and intimidation checks. So I'm gonna try to intimidate.
Okay.
That's not 20.
Okay, there's gonna be like, all right, yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't realize, your friend was acting like a jerk over here. So,
You should probably call him a jerk.
listen, you can't just come in here crossbows blazing.
And crossbows blazing.
Yeah, like
Swords blazing.
you got to understand, we're the guards here. You can't just come in, like with weapons hidden under your shirt there. We got a job to do here. But yeah, you get rid of your weapons, or we can go in. While this one guard is very insecure and you threatening him, he was like, I gotta call for backup because I don't know what to do.
I hand over my weapons.
So they put him in a bin over to the side, and they're like, did you do that?
Intimidatingly, yes.
Okay. They sigh as you walk by. Yeah, so it looks like the same person is working today.
I'm gonna say, oh, hey, Mildo,
What can I help you with?
I'm here to return my the plans that you gave me yesterday, and I hand over the plan.
She'll say, oh, that's a rare sight. Most people don't return these, and we have to make copies.
Well, let's just say I wanted my gold back,
What was the name?
Wyatt Grave.
All right. Oh, yeah, look at that. And then grabs there's like a coin purse attached to like a little file, and says, there you go. There's your money back. The city of Waterdeep thanks you.
And I thank you, Mildo. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm going to say next time I'm in Waterdeep, I know who to come to for the city plan.
Well, I'm the only one who works here, so.
Then I'll for sure see you. And then I walk out.
Well, after you say that, they say, oh, unless it's the last day of the 10-day, then you won't see me. That's my day off.
All right, I'll keep that in mind, Mildo. Thanks so much. And then I head out.
Okay. Yeah. So Dan, it's about noon now. So the innkeeper starts like knocking on your door, and he's like, if you're gonna stay, you gotta pay another 2 gold. He's like, all right.
probably gonna head out and head back to the inn. Has it been about 2 hours yet?
Yeah.
Since it's been 2 hours, I guess I'll go knock on Din's door again.
Okay. So Din, this is like 5 minutes after the innkeeper came up there.
Told me, go the fuck away. I just gave
Wait,
you-
but Din is like, he's cured of exhaustion, correct? At
Yep.
this point, Din, if you do not come out here, Din, I don't know what's gonna happen when you get back to the home. If you don't return with it's very, very important that we all return together as a team.
What's in it for me?
You get to be part of the Harpers and part of the team, and probably get a better chance at getting better jobs. And
Why do I care about those things?
I don't know. Why did you join the Harpers?
They found me. I have amnesia. You tell me.
Maybe are we the way that you find out about your past? Because if so, it's probably a good idea to be on our good side, right?
Not if my past is shitty. And then you guys are just making me realize some shitty things.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to deal with your own personal demons, my dude. I'm just your leader. You can go see our therapist, which is a great resource that we provide at the headquarters. But we all need to return to the headquarters together as a team.
I just paid too old to stay here for another decade. So unless you want to get my money back or pay me more, I'm not leaving.
All right. I mean, I guess. I can't. Unfortunately, I don't know that I can morally cheat this innkeeper out of his money. So
Do you have 4 gold pieces?
I mean, not for you.
Okay, go away.
I mean, all right. This is your choice. I am not responsible for whatever happens to you if you do not return with us. I wash my hands of this. I'm gonna head down and I'm gonna talk to the team and I'm gonna say, if anybody thinks that they can get Din up and out of that bed, then my props to you, but I can't do it.
I'm gonna get quiet at the gym.
I'm gonna be drunk at the bar, looking bloodied, and turn around and say, "Why don't we just knock him out?"
Why do you look so terrible, Arrow?
I'll explain it later.
Shizenno? Did you say you gave me the gem?
Yeah, I'm handing you the gem and saying, go ask Din about this, about the symbol on it.
Say, all right. So I grab the gem and I head back upstairs and I knock again on Din's door and I say, "Hey Din, this gem that we grabbed yesterday, it seems to have the same symbol as your necklace. Maybe it's a clue?"
You understand I have amnesia. And
Yeah, but I mean,
that, me finding out about my past may just be horrible.
Are you having this conversation through the door?
Yeah.
well, if we return to the Harpers, someone at the Harpers might know what this gem is about and might be able to tell you what your necklace is from or where you came from or give us a bigger clue.
I'll take 5 gold now to get up instead of 4.
Look, I don't have 5 gold to give you, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal for me to pay you for stuff as my as your commanding officer.
Yeah, but I
I
told
can't
you.
do that. But I can promise that maybe you'll get some answers if we head back together and give them this gem.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. I don't want answers that I don't know, like the outcome of it, but what do I want an answer for it? I mean, horrible or bad. Maybe I killed a bunch of people. And
Yeah, but
I got for that.
what if you were like a war hero like me?
So what if I was a war hero and I killed people? The thing I just said, I don't want to remember.
Yeah, but what if you were like a war hero medic where you saved people?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like me.
I mean, it's possible. You have amnesia.
Yeah, it's also possible that I could be a pedophile or something too. I don't want to find that out.
You could also just be a farmer. That might be an option too. You could just really love goats. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, maybe you find companionship with a goat, or maybe you really like horses, riding horses. Maybe you're a horse girl. I don't know. All right, I guess I'll head back downstairs then. I guess we'll never know. I'm just gonna bring this back, and I guess we'll never know. And I'm gonna say, well, he didn't want to hear about the gem, which is very strange, but I guess, I mean, I'm not gonna pay him to get up, so whatever he wants to do, he can do. He can live his life. Maybe we'll see him back at the headquarters. And unless people want to do something before we head out, we'll probably head back to the headquarters.
I'm gonna say, why don't we just knock him out?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's also illegal for me to do as his superior. If you want to try doing that, then go for it.
Well, I'm bloodied.
Well, was that my fault?
No, it's the shopkeeper's fault for not making good on his deal.
Oh, no.
I mean, you're in charge. I think it would be your responsibility to knock him out and drag him back to headquarters, no?
I don't think so.
Isn't that part of the job description?
That was not. When I applied for this job, it did not knocking out my interns and dragging them miles and miles back to headquarters. I am sorry.
Well, you said you told Shizenno you might behead them, but you wouldn't knock Din out?
I might behead them? When did I say that?
When they asked you whether or not you'd behead them, you said probably not.
Well, everyone knows probably not means not. Come on.
Probably not means probably not to me.
I mean, but like, what if Shizenno ended up turning out to be like the underlord, the leader of like the demons, or something like that?
Then I would kill her. Then I would most definitely kill her.
Well, what I'm saying is like that's probably not what she is. But if she were, then I would behead her. But probably not. So I probably wouldn't behead her. Anyway, let's head out.
I would be like, all right, I'll take one for the road.
Glad. So I guess we'll head out of the tavern and start heading towards the headquarters again.
And Din isn't following? Nope. All right, so
I would tell Wyatt, I'd be like, oh, just so you know, I'm all beat up because I played my sword game with a shopkeeper trying to get a discount, and even though I won, he refused to give me a discount. I hurt myself trying to spin the tide in my favor.
I'm gonna say cool. Try not to do that too often. We kind of need you alive and well.
I'll be all right.
Let me remind you. You were the person that killed our big bad in the sewer. So it's very important that you stay alive.
That's true. I did do that. That was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it is truly.
It's like something my dad would do.
He
told me lots of stories about how he cut people down the middle like that.
Yeah, yeah. I can see the similarities, like father, like daughter.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Okay, so are y'all going straight there, or are you stopping in between? Like, are you traveling overnight? Yeah, it's about a full day and a half. It's like nighttime now as you're entering the hidden base in the Misty Forest.
It's about what time?
It's like 10 or 11 at night.
So I guess we probably head into the headquarters and go to bed, and then okay, I'm gonna say, all right, everyone. I guess I'll head into the barracks and into the place where we sleep, and I'm guessing everyone's following me. And then at that point, I'll say, all right, everyone, get a good night's rest after all that travel. We will meet in the main hall at 7 a.m. sharp.
Okay.
And then I side-eye Shizenno.
As y'all enter the barracks, actually, you see in the middle of the floor, you see Din sleeping on the floor.
Excuse me, Din?
Why do you always wake me up?
How did you get here before us?
What do you like to know?
All right. I mean, you're not gonna tell me, that's fine. I guess all that matters is that you're here now. We're probably gonna head to bed, but I was telling everyone we'll probably meet out here at 7 a.m. All right?
So you woke me up to tell me you're gonna go to sleep and to be in the place that I am already.
Yeah, I mean, unless I don't know what you plan on doing tonight. Maybe you're going out and partying. I don't know.
I was sleeping.
All right.
That's an indicator of what I'm doing for the night.
Well, enjoy the rest of your night's sleep.
Can I? Will you wake me up again?
No. And then I head to bed.
Would Erwin be awake?
Yeah, she's up. She's actually, it looks like she's going over some papers, like writing some things down, comparing two different pieces of paper, and she's doing this by moonlight. It's like a full moon.
can I walk over and say, excuse me?
She says, "Oh, Abby, how can I help you?"
Yeah, Team 2 just got back. We retrieved a gem. I'm not sure who has it right now, but I thought it'd be pretty pressing to tell you that we found Aldrin. He seemed to be petrified in a sewer.
Interesting. Huh. Hmm. Do you know where the sewer is?
Yeah, he seems to be under a guard tower in Waterdeep.
Okay. And she takes out a notebook basically and starts writing stuff down.
So yeah, we fought some sort of creature that if you looked into its eyes, it could petrify you, and we even got a fortune telling us like, I don't know, a riddle or something along those same lines just before.
It sounds like a basilisk.
It's the first thing like that I've ever run into.
It's weird that it was in the sewers. And she scribbles some more.
Yeah, we retrieved his purple scarf. We couldn't find his Harper pin, sort of as proof, but I just wanted to let you know I don't know if there's any sort of like retrieval team or if he has next of kin or if like we have a cleric who could bring him back. I'm not really sure on how all this works.
She says, "Well, as much as I hate that pompous jerk, it seems like a job for Team 1 to bring him back without sort of breaking anything. I've known people getting petrified before, and if anything breaks on the stone version of them, they sort of lose that part of them once we're able to cure them."
Understandable.
She goes, "Now, I normally wouldn't ask this, but I know that you come from money. You wouldn't happen to have any diamonds on you, would you?"
Not on me, no.
Okay. I'll have to send Team 3 on that then. She says, the only reason I ask is we'll need a diamond to unpetrify him, so that'll be a bigger debt that Aldrin has to pay.
I was going to say, I have a letter that I was going to send out to my mother soon. I could ask to see if my family has any sort of components. We're a somewhat magical family. My sister is a wizard as well.
Oh, that's okay. I think Team 3 should be able to handle that. So.
Okay.
But yes, I can mail that for you if you'd like. And she takes like one of the birds out of the cage, and they have like this little gold foil thing around their ankle.
Yeah, I'll like just write a few couple like, wishing you the best, love you so much, like a little end to my letter. Close it up. I have a signet ring, so I'll seal it with that and then give it to the bird.
Cool. And then she attaches like a small note to it, which essentially is like, since working here, that the way that the mail system works is they have the birds that have the little magical piece of paper on them so that they can get in and out of the bubble. And then it flies to like some other location, like hub, that those people then sort and bring to the various locations with the little, basically like an address that's put on it.
Yep. Gotcha. Either Shizenno or Wyatt has we have the gemstone in our possession. I know they just went to bed, but I'm sure we'll be able to give it to you first thing in the morning.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay, well, I'll get everybody's payment ready, you'll see that in the morning.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to check in about Aldrin. That seemed like the most pressing issue.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'll give her a little wave and excuse myself for the night.
Have a good night.
You as well. Yeah, then I'll just go and study for a while, then go to bed.
Y'all wake in the morning.
I gotta re-roll my portent.
Yeah, Erlen goes over to you. Wyatt notices that you're awake and hands you 5 different coin purses. She points to slightly larger ones. Is that one's yours? Have you studied the gem at all on your way over here?
Well, I'm guessing you were already briefed on what we did. I'd study gemstone. It seems to have some sort of etching on it that actually is very similar to a charm that one of my watchers wears. So I take out the gemstone and I hand it over to her and I say, do you know anything about that?
She looks at it and she says, no, this doesn't look familiar at all. She says, it does look like a maze, that much I can tell. She says, I think I know where this goes on the ship at least.
On the ship?
Yeah.
What are we using it?
Well, it at the front of the ship there seems to be a recess, and it has like a gem cut in it. Team 2 had found somebody's journal or something that had mentioned this gem and pulling it out of something that looked like this ship. So we presumed that it went here. And then Team 3 had seen it at a shop and reported back to us. So we were going to send them back to go and retrieve the gem, but Aldrin failed on that part. But
does this need to be like polished, or does the rough cut gem just fit in there?
Yeah, I guess it does have a unique shape. Originally, I was thinking that it would fit, like a more polished gem, but this looks, before somebody had done that. But what's odd is the shape that's kind of around the gem cut. It does look like this hunk of gem and stone. She says, you know what? Actually, we can go over there now and see if it fits in there.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Let me wake up my team and bring them with. I think they. Do you think it makes sense for them to also know the information if they were the people that helped recover the gem?
Yeah, I mean, more minds working on the situation, the better. Because I feel like it goes here, but I'm not sure what it does really.
Okay. I'm gonna wake up my team.
Yeah, I'm already awake.
Okay. What time is it? Like, are most of them gonna be awake?
You'll see it's like 9 or 10.
Okay.
Yeah, you told me to be awake by 7, so.
Yeah. So I'll say, come on, team, we're gonna go see where this gemstone fits. Apparently, it's a part of the boat.
Is everybody following?
Yeah.
And you did you handed the gem to Erlen?
Yeah, I'll hand the gem to Erlen. Yeah.
Okay. So you all make your way to the front of the ship. You see this like recessed shape in the front of it, and then it looks like something you would see on the top of like a very large cut gem. But then you see around it's kind of this rough like shape. And Erlen says, at first I thought this was just damage, but it looks like this is actually how this fits in there. And she flips it over. Din, make me a Constitution saving throw. 3. Did you say a 3?
Yep.
You're going to take 2 points of psychic damage. And you also get a memory coming back to you. You see, or in your memory that's coming back to you, it's a large kind of, it's a cat-like person, but much larger than a tabaxi. And they kind of look like a Bengal tiger. And they're lifting you up off of the ground. And in this memory, you feel like you are beaten and defeated. And they throw you down a long shaft. And you look up at the night sky as you hit the ground. And the pattern you see above you of the walls looks like the same maze pattern that's on this rock and that's on your necklace. And you everybody around sees Din sort of like wince in pain.
I would ask, hey Din, are you okay?
Yeah, doing great.
You need anything, let me know.
Sure.
So Erlen looks slightly troubled by this, but then she turns back to the stone and sort of sets it into this recess here, and then you hear like a light humming coming from inside the ship, just like a very light, low hum, and you see the stone like slightly push into the ship a little bit, so less of it is sticking out, but it's still visible and grabbable.
How do we go to talk to Erlen separately?
Yeah, so she's just like looking around, like she hears a noise, but she doesn't know where it's coming from. It's not like loud; it's just like a low almost like a fan, kind of, just like this low humming. And you all hear this. So
I'd be like, whoa,
That's
listen to
odd.
that noise. Yeah, I've never heard anything like that before.
is anybody doing anything? You're all just standing there.
I'd be waiting on Erlen's kind of reaction and/or direction.
She says, "Well, yeah, I'm not sure where that sound's coming from, but I mean, you're the only team that's here right now. I sent Team 1 and 3 out on a mission this morning, so I don't know if you could kind of search around for it. I mean, I'll be searching as well. I can't really tell where that's coming from."
Can I do a quick Arcana check on the stone now that it's in, or the gem now that it's in the little
Sure.
cutout cubby? Ooh, 24.
What are you trying to glean from this?
I assume because it had a reaction that it is magical. I was just wondering if I could sense if like this is producing some sort of like field of magic, or if it is like centrally located just in this panel. Is this and the sound related? Because it seems like it.
Yeah, you would know that this
Is it magic or is it ancient technology?
It is magical. Does have something to do with the sound, and you would think that based on what just happened, that it's connecting something together.
Gotcha.
A lot of times, you get a similar feeling to like when you complete like some sort of like ritual circle.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll pass all that info on to everybody.
I still won't be going to speak with Erlen privately. I don't know if you want to do that now or later.
Yeah.
We can go investigate if you need
Yeah.
to talk.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
Okay, so I would basically pull Erlen aside and tell her the vision I saw of the tiger. I'm gonna call him Tiger, throwing me down the hole, and how it looks exactly like my necklace.
She says,
And if she knows anything about it.
No, I mean, Gizmo told me, you fell from the sky, but it sounds like from your dream that you hit the ground and you were still in some place. So that doesn't sound like any place that I've ever heard of.
The reason that stone would have projected that image into my mind.
She says, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it's kind of odd that, the symbol is the same that you've seen in your dream, that you have on and is on in the stone. There's got to be, some sort of connection there. It doesn't really sound like, an illusion of some sort, because, normally it wouldn't damage you in that way.
Is there anyone that you know of that could possibly tell me more about this symbol and its relevance? My own history.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. I would just assume just keep this information between us.
Sure.
The rest of what we're seeing is fine, but
Right.
I don't know them. I don't know what I don't know because I have amnesia. So
Yeah.
just
Memories can be a very personal thing. I'll keep it private.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So y'all are looking around the ship, and you actually so previously that metal pedestal that sticks out of the ground there had been the same metal that the rest of the ship had been made out of, but now there seems like this black surface to it, like an orange 3-fingered handprint is kind of visible on it.
Can I tell what race the handprint is?
Yeah. You actually, you would probably be the only one to know this. This looks like it's from a Thri-kreen.
Ah. Okay. Interesting.